you were saying earlier. Go ahead, Mom.
So bring it back. I guess we were talking about amongst Black people together.
Yeah.
There's already a divide.
Yes.
How do we fix that?
When we stop hating on each other. Look, I'm gonna be the first one. I know I talk ebonics and I'm laughable and I'm you know what I mean, and all that, but I can't stand ignorance. And it makes me really, really, really angry for certain people to act the way they act.
You don't think I talk ebonics? No.
No. You try, but you don't, girl. You just.
When I used to work in court, I used to say all kinds of stuff.
No, you didn't.
Making up words?
No, I wasn't making up words, but when I go talk to the judge off the record, I'm like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, oh. And then he started talking like me, and I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know.
But it's sad. Like,
but I'm happy to say I don't.
Oh, come on.
I don't think
No.
I talk proper.
No.
I will make word of
Okay, so look.
Well, I had speech impediment.
Off of that. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Child 17, I had speech impediment.
What was your impediment?
Yeah.
I ramble and my tongue gets tied.
When?
In conversation. There's
Just when you're nervous?
I don't know. When I take off, I just take off. And I just can't bring it in together.
That must be around men because you've never gotten tongue tied around my ass.
I don't recall it.
You talk.
I don't recall it.
Bullshit.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, bullshit.
Okay, so are we gonna sum this up?
Yeah, we're gonna sum this up.
Is there any more
Julia?
questions for me?
I think we, you know what I mean?
I think
we covered
addressed
everything. Yeah, I mean, because you had it bad.
No, she didn't have it bad.
No, I didn't mean it. Like,
No,
would you please be
kinda.
quiet?
You think so?
Yeah, because it was like
God
nowhere to fit.
damn it.
It was nowhere to fit in.
That's a shame.
So it was like, I went to where I got more acceptance, but then by doing that, the Black side perceived it as anti-Black.
Right. Because I'm guilty. I was like, back when we were young. Like,
I mean, you did. I wasn't going to bring it up because I'm not trying to put it in
You can.
Dawn did too, because Dawn was white for
Dawn
was black for 2 years, and then in 11th grade she turned up and she was white. She literally went hard for 9th and 10th grade and then switched up like overnight.
She did. She even had the staff.
Yes.
Yeah, she had the salt and pepper haircut. I remember.
And then she was like, "Fuck this side, I'm going other side."
Yeah,
now.
because it's again.
But yeah, I'm just guilty.
Yeah, we all guilty because I'm gonna tell you right now.
Like, I didn't want to fight. I didn't grow up in a household where I fought. I didn't want to fight. I especially wasn't fighting over some dumb shit that people used to fight about. I liked the beach. I drank beer.
Right.
Look, but it's nothing wrong with that.
Yep, Danielle too.
Yeah, it's not. But there's nothing wrong with that being different. I mean, I love being different. I don't give a flying.
Tanya always hung with the other crowd.
Yeah, I sure did.
That's where I would cross
I
Tanya
was
all the time.
at the parties and stuff like that when she was public enemy number one.
I'm going back there. I got one in the house already. I know how to do it.
So when did you shift? Like, were you like, I don't want to say, I guess pro-Black? To the point where you would make comments if you thought somebody was not Black enough.
I was like that because you know why? I was looking for my own identity.
She was.
Okay. Because my thing is this: I'm being raised my whole life growing up in that house with my grandma. She always taught me I'm a German girl. I didn't know, like, so when I got older and I realized that I was,
you're like,
Black.
That's not the box on me.
Yes, I'm not who you're saying I am, and no one's going to see me as a German girl. Then I realized that I had to find my own identity, and I had to research my history because people are not seeing me as a German girl. They're looking at me like I'm crazy if I'm saying I'm German. So I think that like I went extreme because I'm trying to prove to myself and everybody I am Black because I'm raised thinking I'm somebody else. And then it wasn't until I got older. And then I just appreciate the fact that I was raised by my grandma. I love my grandma. Like the things that she said, like, she grew up in a different time. So I'm just grateful that I had her as my grandma. I felt like I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't be as open-minded. I wouldn't be as understanding. Because, like I said to you about the skinhead kid, when I was a Sonic skinhead kid, I probably wouldn't be able to deal with that kid if I had not had that background. Right. Having that background allows me to be able to turn things on and off.
But do you think that's why we, us three collectively, are so open-minded and are so able to talk about those things? Where I have been around groups of Black women where my thoughts and ideas are like just rejected, just shut down. Right. Not agree to disagree, not, okay, I understand that's your perspective, what happened to you, but just shut down because then, I'm accused of not really having the Black experience. And I was like, what does that mean?
Right. I really think it has to do with how we were raised and where we came from.
Mm-hmm.
We really
Definitely.
came from diverse backgrounds.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we grew up around Puerto Ricans,
Yep.
Asians, whites, blacks. Everybody hung together. Like, it wasn't like, we weren't really like segregated like that. Like, we, of course, we had like our little groups, but we still intermingle with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
We just might not have like when you know was hanging with each other heavy, but like Tanya, you like you said you were running to Tanya.
Yeah.
I really didn't hang with y'all like that because I was like I said I was really on my public enemy trying to figure out.
Yes,
who
she
I
was, Lord.
But I mean everybody else mingled and you know like Danielle, all y'all hung with each other. So I just think we had a better experience coming from where we came from.
Well,
it made it easier.
On a level though, I mean, you know, like. You were always my sister, even if we didn't hang with each other. Even if you was on your public enemy like level.
I would never want anything. I would never let anything happen to you in my presence.
No, and you didn't. I remember that fight. One fight I had in high school.
No. You did what?
I had one fight in high school.
Did she? Where was that at, drunk?
I hope not. It was like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you never know, man. Me and Minty used to sneak stuff. Boy, we had some good
all
times.
of a sudden, Carla was right in it. And I was like, what the hell happened? What?
Because my mom wouldn't she wouldn't have had that one.
Oh, it wasn't because you really love me. It's because you didn't want to hear from Gloria.
Danielle had got jumped and her bag ended up stolen. And I was bragging to my mom what happened. And my mom punched the shit out of me. She punched me. I said, what happened? She said she has asthma. You got her purse is missing. I was like, well, damn.
Gloria, that's a whole other segment.
Yeah.
That's a whole other segment.
That. And plus, that's something that Nora is my mom's. Even though they weren't close any longer, they're family friends. So that she didn't respect that.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't
That's
allow for something to happen to Danielle.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nothing I could do anyway, but just the fact that I didn't interject.
We wasn't there, right? You was there?
I was there.
Oh, I was there. You told me about it,
yeah. So the fact that I was there and I didn't step in, I lost all kind of points.
You was on some other stuff back then.
My mom punched me dead in the face, yo.
Damn.
She was on some old. She sided with Aerobia and them. Like Carter was like a light bulb off on. Like 1 minute she was down.
I told you, I'm going home dealing with a lot of stuff.
No. Look. I get all that. I'm just talking about right now how you were. We didn't know that. I didn't know that anyway. But she was like a light switch. Like, wait a minute, what the fuck? We was just, and then you over what? But I loved it though. Me and Carla, we always had our differences, as you can see. But that, like, as far as like what she says with you, she would never let anything bad happen. Like that same thing with me. I would never want anything to ever bad happen to her, you, or anybody I'm fly with. But in general, just because we have argued and we have very bad disagreements and stopped speaking to each other. And same thing with you too. In high school, we should have been cool.
Yeah.
But because the colors divided us.
It wasn't like we weren't.
We always spoke, but we never sat there. We never broke bread together.
Cool. It's funny because when I told Toya, I said, because I asked you, I said, do you mind if I bring Tanya?
Yeah. And when I said, I was like, I said, I'm cool with her. I said, but I don't really hang with her like that.
And then when I brought you, he was like, I can never see myself having a party without Tanya here.
Yeah.
I was like, it's time.
It was like you was just like, oh my God, you don't know how much you love somebody, but I had never spent a long amount of time with her. I'd never really gotten, like I said, it was always a cross paths. We had a party, hey, what's up?
I appreciate
and then went back. Now it's not.
Tanya's a chameleon. Like, she's always been able to move around.
Yeah, I can. And I try to tell, and I'm glad Elijah's that way. Thank you. Like, he can go out with, okay, he's going to probably get mad at me if he watches this, but he'll say, Ma, I'm with my other friends. He won't put the color in it, but he'll be like, I'm out with my other peoples. I'm like, okay, well,
and
it's
you should be diverse.
And he should, and I'm glad that he is. What does make me mad is with other family members of mine. No, they're just
really
what? But I'm like I'm not
how
gonna put nobody on blast.
How do you learn and be open to other cultures if you're not around other people?
They just want to be around the ignorance.
I just don't like that.
I don't like it either. I'm like, don't bring that nonsense around me. Sorry.
Real quick. So growing up, everything in my house was white. Everything is German. Every picture, dolls, everything's white. So when I had my daughter, I said everything's gonna be black because I feel like she needs to know, she needs to love being black before I introduce her to other cultures.
Okay.
I want her to start here first. So I told her she couldn't have a white doll. It was Baby Alive that came out. And she wanted the doll, and it was the only one that was a white doll. And I said, you can't have white doll. And she was like, well,
do you read it now, or do you stand by it still now?
I still do.
Okay.
I told her that white dolls bite at night.
Carla!
I did. Because I didn't want her to have a doll. I did. I told her the white dogs can't. They do. And so what happened was.
I don't understand it.
What happened was.
What
is that
happened
what had happened was when she was at the daycare center, Santa Claus came. He brought all the gifts and said female and said male.
Give her PTSD.
She opened the gift. It was a white dog. She screamed out, "White dogs by the night. I can't have this dog." And I got called to the principal's office.
Now hold on. What if some white lady didn't want her daughter to have a black doll and said, "No, you can't have it because the black doll bites at night," and your daughter came to school and was like, "Mommy,"
I would have been offended.
Okay.
I know, but that's the thing though. It worked out perfectly.
it is
Because
In her mind,
now she's very open-minded. She loves
Yep.
all culture. She's
Sure
a
do.
Do you
well-rounded
think
kid.
you could have gone about it?
I should have, but I didn't know what else to do because she wanted this dog too badly. And I said, the dog bites at night. You don't want that dog.
She couldn't have both.
They didn't have them then. They ran
But
out.
I mean, she had other black dolls. So was the
But
one
this
white
doll
doll
was-
gonna upset the apple cart?
I just felt like she wasn't old enough to know who she was yet I just
She
didn't
had
want her.
you.
I know, but I didn't want her wanting all white dolls moving forward. So that's why I taught her that.
Did you ever want a black doll?
I always wanted a black doll, and my mom, and she went, somebody made a black doll, a Cabbage Patch out of stockings back in the day. And she had to get it from the bar, like somebody met her at the bar.
From the Crystal Palace?
And they
that was
pulled
the
out,
spot,
they pulled out
too.
the Cabbage Patch from the trunk, and it was made out of stockings.
that's originally
They had
the
no
Cabbage
black
Patch.
Cabbage Patch. I had Tommy. Tommy was white. That's why my grandma bought me Tommy. Tommy like Tommy.
We had
My
you
first
well,
Cabbage Patch.
excuse me, I can talk about the Cabbage Patch because we had
Okay.
the original ones. Karen Fenton
That's what I'm
was
talking
sure.
about.
we
Remember
had-
they smell like marshmallow or something?
Yes.
It
Like
smells
powder.
good. Yes, it smells so
We
good.
had them.
But not that one,
boy.
Mama.
I didn't like the black. I didn't like how they did the black one though.
See, look at her face.
What?
How they do the black one? She had yarn hair like the white
Yeah,
one had yarn
yarn
hair.
They look the
No.
same.
The white girl
How
had
you
yarn
black
hair.
as hell and got red cheeks, yo? Black
You got red
dog.
cheeks.
I'm red, dark brown. You know that.
You have some Hennessy. You have red cheeks.
So
Yeah.
shut the hell
Yup.
up. You're saying, I don't drink Henny. I drink Ciroc.
It's your capillary
Yeah, I
dilate.
know. That's the Indian in me. What?
What tribe, Tanya?
Yes.
What's the tribe?
Sue.
Huh?
Sue tribe.
Okay, so let's sum this thing on up. Let's sum this thing on up. Sum it up.
Summation.
Yeah.
Just don't assume that because someone dates outside their race, it's because they're anti whatever. Just because a black person dates a white person, don't assume it's that they're anti, black women or anti-black men. I'm sure that is true for some cases. That wasn't the truth in my case.
And that's just your preference. Just like my preference is a dark skinned, rough looking type of man.
I appreciate it. I'm just like, okay.
And Tanya likes, snow.
What's
bunnies,
Tanya like?
light skin.
I like
red
raw.
bones.
I like all flavors. That's and that's just
You
it.
just now started liking all flavors.
Carla,
Okay.
I like all flavors.
Anywho,
If you're
Tanya
beautiful,
just
you're
started liking
beautiful.
all flavors.
If
That's
you're
very
beautiful,
new.
you're beautiful.
Yes.
But again, single and do what I want.
Not single. Carla?
Not single.
Not single. Oh no, she not.
Goodbye.
Yeah.